crypto market looks like a mixture of green and red, and your expectations of an alt season looks promising. BTC is correcting after touching 62k mark, and meanwhile different assets are popping left and right. You can actually see that while you go through the crypto market. Some pops really hard, some are slow, some corrects, but if you are in the right place, you're making those gains. No one knows which asset would move first, right? No one has that crystal ball, but you can look at the probability and position yourself, as we've been doing that recently very well. Now, this is XRP. As we see a lot of coin move here and other one preparing for a launch, XRP is one among them, and I believe so. For XRP, those who have spent their time studying this asset and its price fluctuation, they know that it is one among the last movers in its market cycle, and this particular XRP BTC chart shows you that it's at the bottom and the RSI is primed to move to the upside. Now, patience and discipline, these two are going to be the most important factor for you in this market cycle. Let it be any asset which you are trading. So this XRP BTC pair reminds me of patience and discipline. Those who have a ton of both of it are going to reap benefits soon enough. If you are among the ones who still doubt XRP or questions where in the market cycle it is, you definitely need to go through these charts comparing XRP, altcoin market cap and Bitcoin. At least can do a lot of different comparisons, but you can definitely do this one to get that perspective. If you are, among someone who don't understand where it is in the market cycle, this would completely help you. You have to definitely know this one because the fundamentals are now aligning towards the bullishness in technical. And the bear trap is coming. You should anticipate that one. A bear trap will be there for sure. If you look at this particular area where you get head and shoulder kind of stuff, but it pumps to the upside, that's kind of the markup phase, the beginning of the mark up. So on the technical note and the fundamentals, when you go through these stuff, the daily updates which are coming for XRP and the entire crypto market is becoming so much bullish. All of these documents, when you go through this, it clearly gives you that perspective of being an investor in the crypto market. But seriously, this is one of the important stuff. Say back in 2018, Gary put this one out. They kind of highlighted you could use a blockchain, but you need a bridge currency in between, and that bridge could be a stable value that's backed by US dollar or euro, or it could be a currency like Ripple has as an alternative. This is the guy who is now going to chair, right? Do understand this is happening in the US. Now outside of that, we are seeing from different central banks, different approaches, and all of them moving towards central bank digital currency. And recently Bank of Japan highlights this stuff. So fundamentals are moving in a way where you definitely need a bridge currency between the central bank digital currency, where the volume would be high and the frequency would be too high. We're talking about the central bank swap lines, and these are going to be connected. Welcome to the Scientific Investor family, where we discuss crypto and science behind investing regularly. In the crypto market, there are lots of coins which are pumping on a daily basis, and we are kind of managing to get through some of them to hit our targets. Target 1 was hit for Engine, and this was a highlight that it hit the target 2. I was expecting a little bit of correction, but it didn't do that. Then the next one was Fetch. It actually went through our target. It came towards that target, hit that, corrected, and now moving towards the next one. And this particular item is actually moving towards its target, and then a little bit of correction. So we thought, as you can see, we had a target. Our first target was reached, and then the target 2. So those who are trading this kind of get these, right? When we go through first target, I kind of highlight target 1 reached, target 2 is still on. In the same manner, This was one of my chart which highlighted that target 2 is reached. We touched that area. If you look this closely, we touched that area and we came back down correction. So if you are able to measure the patterns and put that measured move, that's going to be helpful for you while you take your profits. Say this particular stuff, it still is. Now, yeah, I was anticipating a 400% move from here, looking at the measured move, but the euphoria came in. It actually went way higher than that at that particular point. But when you come back and look at the charts, you'll understand one stuff. The price corrected, the market corrected. So always do learn your technicals and patterns so that it helps you to understand these patterns and to take benefit of it. Inside the general crypto market, as we see a lot of different coins, you can actually see this. Yeah, it went a lot higher. It's correcting, and some of them still has a lot of dry powder in it. It will move up way too much. Now we come here and look at the top 10 coins and understand how many of them are coming new towards this particular area. In next couple of months, a lot of different coins would be entering the top 10 arena, which we were not expecting or anticipating can be happening, right? A lot of different coins at the top are moving to the downside. If they are moving way down 50, 60 or 100, understand the liquidity in them are slowly drying up. So as you see the stuffs like this, you definitely need to come to the coin paprika side and then go to the return rates. Now, I don't have any tie-up with them. This is just a useful tool for you to understand which coin moved hell lot, which didn't, right? When you actually look at coins like this, like say Theta, WBTC and others who have actually moved monstrous like 10x, 50x, 100x, you should actually prepare yourself. When you see a coin which has already pumped 50x in a year and 15x in last quarter, you have to definitely go through its chart, short term, medium term and long term, and then position yourself. Now, it's not only for one particular asset, right? You're seeing a lot of different assets pumping in such a manner. So once you are in these and you get that second wave, which is the highest wave, you're taking your profits and moving into some other assets. For me and majority of my followers, it's XRP. We move into XRP with our profits and we increase the units of XRP which we have. So these are stuff which you have to clearly understand. There are individuals who are definitely making profits. To be one among them, there is no huge stuff you have to do. You have to just visit the Patreon. The link is given in the description below. These are just the examples. Say this particular individual could actually enter into Atom when it was at 6. Now you can go look at its current price and understand why he is thankful. Then this particular individual is looking at all of his assets which he traded and he understands that he tripled due to trading 50% of it. Now, the portfolio opinion which I gave you guys is based on what you have in your portfolio and your risk tolerance level, so that I can show you different opportunities which you can take benefit of. And if you are okay with that, and if that opinion looks valid, you can go through and trade those assets and make more profit and then buy back your XRP. Say you're trading 10% of your XRP for various different assets and you make those profits back. Now let's actually go through these charts and understand what these charts are saying to us. XRP BTC on a weekly is moving down, down, down. Okay, fine. Now, if you are literally going into that chart live and if you wish to actually measure the difference between the percentages which we really need to compare, because XRP USD is like this. It's not moving much. Majority are like, okay, it's not even doing anything. But when you move into a weekly chart or a monthly chart of XRP BTC pair, this is what you can literally see. Now, in a bear market, when you move down, psychology is low. Everyone is like, this asset is not going anywhere, and it should be like that. We are 62% below the moving average, right? And this one is 50-day moving average on a weekly. Now, zoom out on every time when you way below that level. Say here, you were around 74% below the moving average. Here, if you are noticing that, you were around 60%, say 58%. these are indications that we are kind of reaching the bottom, or we are already at the bottom. Why? Because if you actually measure this particular area where we hit that bottom, it was similar to this area, 72%, and then it came up. It's still maintaining that level, and the RSI indicates you that we can move higher. Now, going to MACD, zoom in, what do you actually see? A possibility to cross to the upside. Now, that's on XRP BTC pair. Now, if you actually move into XRP USD pair, so you can actually jump into a daily chart to understand what is literally happening, and then you see this in the MACD, right? It's cool. We're going to cross to the upside, but we don't know whether it will happen today, tomorrow, or day after tomorrow. But one thing is for sure, we are having a trend. We are having a pattern. Now, this accumulation, markup, and distribution phase has to be understood clearly, so you can at least enter in this particular area, which is kind of the most important phase there, the mid-term phase of accumulation, and then ride it till at least 70 to 80% of this markup phase. So you make the most out of it, because I don't think we are robots or algorithms to get the most out of it, meaning catching exact top or bottom is going to be literally difficult. But if you are able to manage a majority of it, that's it, you're making profit. Now look at this particular chart. It kind of gives you that idea we need to move higher. Okay, then XRP USD is also showing the same. When you zoom out, you'll understand this. We consolidated around 1200 days in last market cycle. Now we are nearing that 1200 days mark, just 50-60 days left. So will we actually go till that exact 100 to 1211 days, or will we pop earlier? We don't know, but looking at the charts, popping earlier is an option. Now this is XRP USD, this is the altcoin market cap, and this one is Bitcoin. Now look at altcoin and Bitcoin. It was kind of a time where both of them were slowly moving up. As you can see, altcoin was moving to the upside the entire time. Here you can see XRP was not doing much, which is something similar to what you are getting right now. And that's the area where majority feels like, okay, this particular asset has no dry powder in it, it's not going to pump, we are moving out. And then eventually you kind of happen to see this particular stuff. I'll just clear these so it's clear for you guys. You can see a trend forming here, where the trend line is being supported. Then the RSI is giving you something similar, where it also suggests that we are making a bottom. If you want to take a look at this properly, you will understand what we are trying to disclose here. Then if we get a bounce upside, you will say that's cool. Now we have a pattern which is kind of forming here, shoulder, head, another shoulder. So that's kind of a head and shoulder pattern, which is a bearish pattern. Remember, head and shoulder pattern is a bearish pattern, and it's valid or confirmed once you break this neckline. Remember, if the price goes below 0.41 and closes here 0.39, 0.38, it's bearish, we're going to go down. But what does this particular chart show you? The accumulation phase. I didn't create this one, right? This is the general market cycle, and when you look at this, before that markup phase, you definitely get this one, head and shoulder one, which then breaks to the upside and move higher. Well, now remember, you're gonna get a wave down there too. You're gonna get a little bit of difference from this chart, that's gonna be sure, right? It won't be the exact same. It would rhyme itself. If you know the market cycle, if you know the charts, price action, the patterns, you are able to understand what's going to happen in the market. And then you combine all of these stuff. Say altcoin market cap, it's above its all-time high, it came back, it retested, it's bouncing. I've been highlighting this to you guys to be on the altcoins which you believe, and if you don't know, then yeah, you can use some kind of guidance. It's not like you only have to come to me, right? There's a lot of different guys out there who are doing this perfectly. So if you are looking at this, we have an option where you can get these charts. You can go through this stuff and literally take the benefits of charts which are being posted on a regular basis. Now, why is this important? Because there is a time frame where this is going to end. Maybe 8 months, maybe 10 months, maybe 15 months. We don't know. But yes, I definitely agree. There are guys who states we're going to end this cycle in next 3 months, 2 months. It's over. but I'm personally not convinced with majority of them. Why? Because when I look at the market cycle, for me, it's not. Now, yeah, they can either take this and say, okay, this is the all-time high here, and we took like 1,200 days here. Okay, fine. Now, you can actually look at the same here and say what just happened there. So at least in my eyes, we haven't actually started that bull market. And even if we start the bull market, remember the bull market is extended around to 80 days last time. So say 8 months roughly, give or take. We are near to that stuff, right? Now, at the same time, do understand 7 to 8 months of bull market in XRP doesn't mean that's the same stuff with the entire crypto market, right? Now you can go to Bitcoin chart individually or any altcoin chart individually. Now, I'll delete all of these and just show you one stuff, which really is interesting. This is kind of the bottom which you're looking at, where the bull market started last time for BTC. It took around 830 days to reach its top. Now remember, this is not the first bottom, so I'm not taking the first bottom here. If I would like to take the first bottom, from the first bottom till that top, it's 1064 days. Okay, so now I'll keep up the same with second bottom. Here it's the second bottom, and you already reached half of that way. That means half of it is still remaining. But the question which you should ask yourself is, where in its market cycle is BTC? Now I leave that to you guys. In our Patreon, we have an opinion. We are betting on that one. Now, if you take the second one, if you want to measure that from the top, you kind of get 840 days. Whereas you get 200 days more. So from the second bottom, you are getting like, okay, 400 days more. But the first bottom suggests 200 days more. So yes, there is a mixture of opinion for BTC as an asset if you go through different cycles of it. Not just starting from 2013, you have to go back all the way to 2010 and look at this asset. Now, that's something which you are comparing it here with XRP. So still 200 days left to 400 days. Now, if you average it out, you get 300 days, or at least 280 days is still there for a bull market where XRP can perform. Now that's based on history. You can just take 100 days. It can just take 50 days. We don't know. But looking at the range of consolidation happening here, 280 days of a blast to the upside may not be, good for a lot of us guys. If you have patience, you're going to reap that benefit. But if you don't, remember, these kind of patterns on a longer time frame, taking this much number of days from its first bottom towards the end, it's going to give you massive ROI. Why? I've given you a lot of different analogies here. The examples are a lot. In the same market cycle, you're getting a lot of different assets doing what we anticipate it to do based on the patterns, charts, and other stuff. And when you're breaking out, getting that bounce, it's another symbol. But yeah, not everyone would be able to see these patterns, to go through these patterns and understand where the breakout is going to come. And if you do understand that, this is how you are going to reach the targets. Now that's on the technical side of it. Now remember, on the fundamental side of it, it's literally changing. See, Bank of Japan governor is stressing the need of central bank to go thoroughly to own digital currency. So it's going to issue their own digital currency, and they are looking at late 2021. Now, remember, this is not a stuff which you're going to start in 2021 and finish in 2021. That means they have already started this race. Now, being it's Japan, right? Being the XRP monumental banks there, what do you think about BOJ, Bank of Japan? They are working with whom to build this one? So they are closely working with someone to build on this stuff. So they are looking at the global market where China is leading. India is also preparing a plan for its digital rupee. Now, it's not only one or two countries coming out. Recently, we heard it from all the different majority, giant economies that they are going to come out with this stuff. Now, a recent highlight from the R3 shows this: unlocking liquidity with regulatory compliant digi asset. Regulatory compliance right now for XRP is not cool in at least US. But yes, in terms of Europe, in terms of Japan, in terms of the other sides of the world, it's clear. And that's why when I see Visa's CEO claiming cryptocurrency could become extremely mainstream, I definitely agree on that because the use case is so strong. It provides a lot of solution for the human being to solve the pain points which they have in the payments arena right now. So the realm of crypto, I'm not saying everything, every asset in this industry is going to survive, but majority will go away and a little bit of them can stay, maybe 5%, maybe 10%. Now you know how much assets we have, 4,000, 5,000 different assets, and 10% of them may survive. So choose your asset wisely if you're riding this bull market. Now when a tsunami comes, yes, even the boats without engine may rise, but the direction and fluctuations are not easily understandable. So if you are in an asset which you can understand, which you see how it can give you the benefit, if you kind of see, okay, this is our first target, I'm going to hit this is the second target, we're going to hit that. If you understand these, like there are a lot of different assets, say QKC, XYO, one, these ALTCOIN, all of these are kind of hitting the targets. Why? These are not the trades we opened yesterday. There are trades which we opened, say, 15 days back, 20 days back, 30 days back. So it's all about discipline. If you have that, that's cool. There are guys who say, I'm disciplined, but I don't have patience. It never works in that manner. If you are looking at these charts in my Patreon, you have a lot of opportunity. Now, if you can pick the best for yourself, it's cool. Otherwise, those in platinum plus diamonds and all, have personal discussion and then decide based on their portfolio, based on their risk tolerance level. If you want to take benefit of such an opportunity, you can look at Patreon. The link is given in the description below. I hope you guys received value for your time here in the Scientific Investor channel. And if you did, please do hit that like and subscribe button. That helps the channel a lot. I'll meet you guys on the next video. Bye for now.